Hello and welcome to Selfpublishing TV. Today we've got Ella, who's one of our clients, and she wants to know, how does social media help businesses in today's world, and how you can do exactly the same thing. So today's going to be a very informal interview. It's going to be very off the cuff. If someone comes in, someone comes in. We've got nothing to hide. So she's going to ask a few questions, and you might pick up some great tips today. So thank you, Ella, for coming on today.
That's okay. Okay, I'm just going to go straight ahead. I've got a few questions, and just ignore me if I have to look at my paper. Okay, so first question really is, because obviously you're an expert in social media and publishing, and I really just wanted to know, can you just explain why should entrepreneurs use social media?
I'm an expert in social media, so that's my better half, Anderson. He's very good at publishing. Why should entrepreneurs use social media? I think it's not a should, it's a must. It's not should I or shouldn't I? In this day and age, everything's got very, very competitive. Everyone's online, and because everyone's online, you need to be online, and you need to be the best online. So being on social media and being online means that you can be an international business by being online. Instead of you opening a shop in London, you can only influence everyone in that part of the street. But if you're online, you can influence anyone. But obviously there are steps to take and the steps not to take. And as long as you as long as you do the best steps, you can build that business up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay. You talked about steps.
Yeah.
Can you just really explain to us what the steps are, or what are the platforms?
Okay, what are the platforms? Well, the main social media platforms to use, I'd say, are Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and there's also Google+. But we mainly operate from Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and they serve their own purposes. It's learning how to use these tools for free as well. You can attract. We're already attracting some brilliant customers and some fantastic contacts online already from doing this stuff. So you need to do it. Facebook, I'd say is perfect for creating communities. LinkedIn, brilliant for customers and also talking to different clients and just finding out different things. People are very approachable. Sending a direct message to someone, a big influencer online, you might not get a response. But on Twitter, if you talk to them publicly, they might give you a response. And LinkedIn's fantastic for content. So for contacts,
contacts.
Brilliant, fantastic for content. You need to be on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. How would you say, in your view, how should early stage entrepreneurs attract followers?
I would first ask the question of what niche market do they want to be in. They should ask their own questions first. Which is, what do I want to achieve in this marketplace? Who do I want to be? Who's my ideal customer? Like, who is your ideal customer? Most of the time, your ideal customer is very similar to you. Most of the time, so you want to work out. You want to have a plan of action. So what is my plan? What's my outcome? What do I want to see? What's my vision? And then when you found out what you want to do, you can go on. Create some good quality content, and put it out there for free. Throw out some of your best stuff for free, because people will appreciate that. People appreciate good quality content. That's for everyone at home who's listening. You need to do that. What's the message you want to be across? But throw out some great quality content so someone goes, "That's fantastic. Yes, I want to listen to this guy," and he's throwing it out for free. Wow, they'll build up some respect for that, and that's what we try and do here. We're throwing out some free content here, so we can get that build that community up. Build that relationship up, and that's what it's all about. So ask your own questions first. Find out who you want to do. So find out who you want to be, and then throw out some content. Create some content and throw it out there for free.
Right, good content.
Yeah, really good content for free.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay. So, what's the difference between? Obviously, you talked about Facebook, Twitter. That's mainly some of the things that you use.
Yeah.
Can you just explain to the audience what is the difference between personal Facebook and business? Because some people get confused.
People think, oh, I've got a personal Facebook. That's the only Facebook I need. No, not true. You want a Facebook page. You want a Facebook page for business. So because there's for many reasons. Because if you have a profile, you get limited by how many friends you have, which is probably a good problem. You get something called insights, where you can figure out how many people are looking at my message, You know, what sort of impact is it having, what sort of influence is it having, how many people are talking about this, and it's great market research. You know, you put out are people sharing this stuff, because you can find out people are sharing my message, and that's, you know, that shows you're going along the right lines. It's brilliant for impact and just assessing where you are really. So and also you need to make sure that your profile is safe. You know, make sure you haven't got any embarrassing photos, you know, on there, or anything else, or any friends are putting some silly things on your Facebook wall, which happens. But yeah, you need to you keep things private on your profile, but put some of your, you know, your business quantity. Content, sorry.
Quality content.
Quality content. Quality, online on your page.
Okay, so you're saying a business page, to have a separate business page.
Yes.
And then to have your
own personal brand. I mean, you're still pushing your own personal brand on your page, but you need to separate them, definitely, because you don't want people wondering. People will look at your profile page; it's inevitable. But separate them. Definitely separate them.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, we might have touched on this a little bit, but I wanted you to talk a little bit about etiquette, social media etiquette. What's the do's and don'ts?
Okay. People can get. First thing before we go on to etiquette is, when you're talking about your brand, stay on subject. Be consistent in your subject. Don't go off on other tangents. That's before we go into etiquette. Because people, when they first start out, they obviously want to do lots of different things. Focus on your niche and talk about your niche as well. Because there'll be other experts out there who will know that you keep on talking about the subject, and they'll talk back to you. So keep on pummeling in on this subject. Etiquette, right. When it's online forever. And what I mean by that is, some of you might say, but you can take it down. But if it's a volatile post, someone's going to copy that and, you know, bring it up later on. So make sure you're proud of what you put out there, because people will, you know, once it's written down, it's there for history. So make sure you think before you send it out. You know, check out for errors. Sometimes I put spelling mistakes in, but make sure, you know, you put out something that you think in 2 years' time I'll be proud to have that. Etiquette: promote debate, but don't. You know, it's very easy to promote debate and it gets heated. But promote good talking points. So people think, you know, he's not. You know, don't play it safe. Don't be afraid to, you know, spark a debate, but you need to, you know, it's a balancing act. Promote debate, but don't go off on one. And be respectful of other people, because you meet some incredible people and some incredible contacts very easily. So that's just a few things on etiquette there.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, we're going to move on slightly onto another form of social media, which is blogging. And people do ask this question a lot. You know, why do I really need to blog? Can I just not get my stuff and try and talk to people? What would you say?
Okay, good question. Blogging is a sort of art form. It's a content art form, because blogs allow you to throw out content out there consistently. It's different from Twitter, because you can talk about what you're talking about, and it's different from publishing books, because people, when they've read your book and they like you, they want to know more stuff. So publishing blogs allows you to create that relationship consistently over like a week, and people will look forward to going to your blog post, because once they read your book and they want to know more stuff. Always have stuff to feed them. You know, perspectives to look on, or different, you know, business viewpoints. There's so many benefits of blogging. You need to learn how to blog correctly, and also create that debate as well. But blogging is incredibly powerful. Like we said before, we're doing like a raw video series, so what you see is what you get. We got cut off there because our Canon camera can only record for a certain amount of time and then it shuts off. So that's what happened when it got cut off. So what question we were on before? So we talk about books. What, you know, why authors should publish. So why business people should publish books. You know, when we have clients, the first thing we work out is, you know, what they want to do, and when you write a book, you have so many great ideas, and then you have so many great ideas. What's to do next? You know, what's the next project? It's fantastic, right? If you're promoting your personal brand, you need to write a book. And I've already written a book at the moment. When I interviewed like some of the top entrepreneurs in the country, and that's not come out for quite a while because I'm setting up this business right now. But you need to. It separates you from everyone else. You know, it's like we said, everything's getting very competitive these days.
Yeah.
You need every advantage you can get. Writing a book and being online is a must. Is a must, definitely.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know, all the top entrepreneurs have written books.
Ah.
You know, it's just something to think about. You know, if if everyone else is doing it, you kind of you need, like, if everyone's writing it, you need to be doing it. Yeah, you need to be involved. So get involved.
And this is where you come in.
A little prod there. Yeah, this is where we come in, because I don't want to talk about us because I don't want to be all selling, but that's what we specialise in.
That's what you do.
That is what we do.
I mean,
that's how we help. We help entrepreneurs or people who are starting. If you're starting out, we can help you out big time. You know, whether it's, you know, we've got, you know, Emma, who's doing her own, who's just published her book. She's got a brilliant, been offered a brilliant position in a, you know, skin consulting company, and then she's going to start up her own business as well, which is fantastic. Yeah. It's a you know, I'm not going to, you know, say we're awesome, but we're quite good at, you know, getting you out there. Okay. So that's a little plug.
All right. Okay. So I won't blow your trumpet.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Talking about books again, I know that obviously from talking to you and talking to Anderson, that's the purpose. One of the things you do in Selfpublishing is you help authors that we spoke just now. Yeah. Is bringing their books alive, and obviously you also help them to monetize. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big one there. I would like you to take the clients, take the audience. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do a quick overview of what we do. Yeah. So obviously when someone comes on one of our programs, we sit down with them and we take the time to explore their message behind them, because don't get me wrong, it's very hard when you start out. It's incredibly hard. But the more information, not just the more information I know, the more information you know about yourself, that's a big one there. You need to know, well, you know, what's your outcome, what exactly you want to do, and you need to clarify so you know, this is who I am, this is my message, this is my income, and this is how I'm going to do it. Yep. Many people don't do that when they start out. They think, oh, I want to do this big industry, you know, I want to do all this, but you need to find out what is it in your niche that you want to achieve, and that's a big one there. In your niche, you know, find out what your niche is. People think, you know, is there enough money in my niche? There's always money in your niche, always. So what we do is we sit down with you for a couple of meetings. We work out what is your message, and it's brilliant. We've had the amount of customers, you know, we sat down with you when we first did it. It really helps you clarify your message, big time. Yeah. No, which is something that, know what you want to achieve, and that's when I interviewed those entrepreneurs. They said, you know, what's your outcome? You know, what do you want to achieve? And I've taken what they've said, those big ones, and I've, you know, done it in my own business. And we do that to start off for our customers. So our customers have the best foundation when they start off. Okay. Yeah. So that's about knowing your purpose in business. Yeah, know your purpose. Knowing what drives you. Yeah, well, what drives you. You know, I think most of business is psychology. There's a million ways to make £1 million. But you're the only person who's going to take you there. No one else is going to give you a free ride. It's down to the individual. Yeah. 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 Okay. We're coming to the end. Yeah. But we talked about guest blog. Oh no, we haven't. Sorry. No, that's all right. When I initially asked you about why blogging, can I just also ask you about guest blogging? Guest blogging. Yeah. Okay. Things around that. Yeah. Guest blogging. We're inviting guest bloggers as well in. Guest blogging is very good when you start out, because when you first start out, you're throwing some content out there, and you know, you might have only a few people reading it, but when you can approach other bloggers out there who are in your niche as well. You're not competing with them. You're working with them, and if they think this person's throwing out some great content, I love to invite them onto our website. You can get invited on, do a guest blog post, and you have all their users. You know, this blogger could have 1,000 people looking at their webpage. We've got one of our clients. He's got something like 27,000 people who read her blogs. You know, imagine if you guest blogged on there. You know how much. You know, that'd be fantastic. Yeah. So put some great content out there, and then sort of talk to people in your niche, like on LinkedIn. Talk to them. Create those great relationships, and then go on from there. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, so once you've you talked about the purpose. Yeah. Was there anything else? Because I know websites, you have purpose. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do a variety of different things depending on what you do with us. we can obviously publish a book, and we publish for all types of authors, people who just want to get their work out there. But what we specialise in is non-fiction business authors, people who have a message behind their book. It could be for charities or anything, and that's where we really excel in, by creating you a fantastic looking website. We've got a great team who builds fantastic looking websites. Our website looked pretty good, and we did that, in no time at all. But you need to, a fantastic looking website's fantastic, but you need to have people looking at your website, and how you do that is learning how to drive traffic to your website, because you can have a great looking shop or website, but if no one's walking in or no one's walking past, it's literally the same as a dead website. So you need to learn these skills and strategies of how to get people to your website to actually read your message. Because if you have a great looking website, that's like have a great looking website, but have it in a busy street, because if you don't, it's like putting in a shop in the desert, no one's walking past. So you need to learn these skills and strategies, and that's something that I think we're quite good at doing. We're quite good at getting people to our website and getting people to consume our content, really. Great,
fantastic. When you were talking with me earlier on, or when we had our sessions, you talked about tribes and communities.
Yeah. Creating a community is what we do. You need to create a community. It's the wonderful thing about being online is you can create a relationship with someone or people around the world who are all dedicated to your niche, your niche and what you'd like to talk about, and that's fantastic. Creating those communities, that makes a lasting business, and if you create a great relationship, you don't have to compete on price. You in some way aspects you do, but if people respect you because you throw some great content out and you've got some wonderful followers, they respect you, they're going to buy your stuff. If you don't, then you're going to be competing with competitor A and competitor B, and that's where it gets a bit dangerous, and that's where it cuts into your revenue. But creating a good community, wow, that's what we're trying to do, and we're trying to do with all our customers, and that's what we try and promote. Try and create communities over just customers, because that's what lasts. That's why you have Apple. Apple are a computer company, electronics company. Sony do exactly the same thing, but they've created that community through different different strategies, and that's what lasting businesses try and go for. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. I'm looking forward to it.
We'll work with you. We'll do that. That'll be fantastic.
Okay. Again, on team publishing.
Yeah.
Just tell the audience out there why is team publishing? Why team publishing?
Why team publishing?
Instead of the traditional.
Okay, so why team publishing over traditional publishing? Well, by using team publishing, you can bring in all the individuals in one. So we bring in all the best, the best professionals in to work on you for like a solid month or a month and a half. So you have all these professionals working on you. But what we do is we try and bring in a lot of online elements as well, because traditional publishers will say, well, I can advertise you in Waterstones, but everyone knows that everyone goes on Amazon and looks at peer review. You don't get peer review in Waterstones. Don't get me wrong, I love bookshops, but we need to suit the needs of tomorrow's consumer. It's all about what's the next thing, how can I benefit my customer, how can I do that, what are the next strategies. But big publishers deal with big people. We deal with you in your niche, so it's very niche specific. If you want to dominate your niche, perfect. We got interrupted again. It's it happens when you've got Labradors or any dogs really.
Okay, we were talking about team publishing against self-publishing. About the royalties.
Yeah, I don't like blowing my own trumpet, but
go on. Do it. You do it for 1 minute.
You can self-publish your work, and you can go out there and you have a book, fantastic, and that's brilliant. Hey, I praise you for doing that. But you need to, if you want to win, you got to deal with professionals. You got to deal with people who know what they're doing and know how to get your message out there, and take it seriously. Self-publish your work. It's fantastic. But if you want to go for it, go for it. Contact people who are who specialise in this thing. And that's kind of what we do. Even if you've got a book, we can still work with you. Yeah. Or even if you've got a message and you're still writing, or you need help coaxing it out, we can do that as well. It's all about getting you out there and dominating your marketplace, and creating those communities around that. And you keep all your work. And that's what we're trying to champion. We're trying to promote small businesses like yourselves who are pushing personal brands, and that's what we go for. And I hope people from doing these videos, people will see this. We will invite other people to sit down interviews, and I'll interview you. It's all about helping small business owners such as yourself to do exactly the same thing that we're doing. But yeah,
that's good. Really like the sound of that. Like the sound of leveraging, team working. That's just to help people to really move forward. So that's absolutely good. I haven't got anything else.
No, that's all right. No, I'll tell you what. Go off script. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Okay. Let's see. Right. Yeah. Go off script. Okay. So just really talk through. What happens day one when the client comes to you.
Okay. Well, obviously, we do a 1 hour free consultation at the moment. So we sit down with the client. We say you could do this, and we try and give them some great value. So even if they don't come with us, they can leave. They think, I know what my message is and all this stuff. But the first question is we need to know what we're dealing with, and you need to know what you're dealing with. When we're going to cover the same things we just talked about before. But we sit down, we ask a lot of questions. Some business, some personal, and it helps. Not that personal, but like we want to figure out who you are and what you want to achieve. And seriously, because it's hard, but when you know what you want to do, it makes life much easier. Having a map, like if you want to go somewhere, like if you like, I want to be successful. All right. What do you want to do and how are you going to get there? So what's, my map is this and I want to get here. We help you build that map.
Okay.
And that's fantastic. For, if you want to get somewhere, have the best directions.
Okay. Best directions.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. And presumably, because what you do really is also similar to like a coach. I mean, it is self-publishing, but you kind of...
It's team publishing. Team publishing. Do we coach you? Yeah, we do. I mean,
because when you talks about when you sat down with me and you talks about breaking blogging, breaking it down into modules. I mean, we haven't really covered that at all.
No, I mean, we guide. We guide. I mean, the thing is that because I don't know anything about what you actually, what I know what you do, but I don't know the actual content. But I've got like a sort of I've chunked up, so I've got like a skeleton I know which I can apply each skeleton to each someone's business and still get the same results. And you break it down into its key components. Of like leveraging that, this goes here. So what we do is we sort of have a model, and we just get our model that we've built our own business up on as well, quite successfully, and we just take it and put it onto you. And then also, like, I read a lot and I learn a lot and I go on different courses and stuff. So I'm always trying to learn what's the next best thing, how can I tell this to my customers, always striving for the next innovation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so just last but not the least, just talk to entrepreneurs that have a burning desire to publish their book, or they're halfway through, and they really are trying to get that book from getting the idea, really trying to bring it to life.
I mean you can deal with book coaches who will do that. We deal with mainly people who are just about to finish or who've got their manuscript ready. But if you've got problems with your book, there's people to call. There are I was approached the other day. And the lady says, "Look, I'm struggling to write my book." And I said, "Have you ever thought about a book coach?" I've never heard of a book coach. Well, these people exist. They're fantastic people. And that's not my area. But our thing is, if you want to do, if you want something, get a professional, get a book coach. If you want to, professional something, get that professional in that area. I'm not a professional book coaching. But I know people who are, and they'll gladly help people. So there's always people who would help. There's always some fantastic people out there who do help. And if you're one of those people, hey, give us a call as well, because we're trying to always expand our database.
Okay. So any last words on social media? International, going global.
There's so much stuff to talk about. There's a lot of stuff about social media. You need to work out what works and what doesn't work.
So don't be afraid as well.
Never be afraid. Never be afraid to start. I mean, I've gone and I've wasted. I'm not even wasted, because I've learned. I don't waste. I've learned from days, weeks, months what works and what doesn't work. And you spend a lot of time doing it. But when you found out, everything just goes into place, because you can have a Ferrari, but the engine key might not work, and you're like, you've got this amazing machine that can get you from there to there in no time, but the key just doesn't work, and that's it. You've got a fantastic idea, but it's just that little starting point, and then once everything falls into position, then it flies, and that's that's it really.
Okay, thank you.
That's all right. Well, thank you very much. Yeah. So that's our informal interviews. We try and make it very authentic and very raw. So what you see is what you get. So we'll do a few more of these. I think maybe in the coming weeks. If you've got any other questions, just get in touch. Or if you want to speak to Ella, just get in touch. We're going to provide her email as well. And thank you very much, and I hope you've enjoyed the interview.
Yeah.
Thank you.